Quite an interesting veto. Aurora banning Mirage is certainly something that caught me off guard. Falcons' 2 maps that they're comfortable on are Vertigo and Nuke. So they're going to be pretty happy that they've ended up on the latter. But Kenzie here on the CT side was highlighted by Neo on the desk, and it's a great start here to the map for Aurora.
Yeah, this is excellent. Oh, Dupree, he's been the main guy, I feel like, when all the Falcons games I've watched lately, and he's going to dive in to get a triple kill and recover it into a 2v2. On his back as well, and alongside Snappy, they are certainly in this round. And yeah, I mean, I'm actually very surprised. You're right that they actually let it go to Nuke. It's the one map which Falcons have looked competent on as of late. They've got 2 maps which they've played like 5 and 4 times, which they haven't won a single one on yet. Restalt's just pausing there to listen for the sound cues, but sadly, this was a 4v2 for Aurora. This one has got away from them, and it's all thanks to Dupree.
I feel like this pistol round is a great reflection of Aurora's form as of late, man. They've got the firepower, they get into good positions, but then they just let things fall apart, or things get destroyed from there. Either way, Restalt's in the 1 versus 2 looking for the retake. He's got 2 pistols and he's got 2 opponents to deal with, but Dupree is the man. It's an ace coming through from him to open up here on Nuke, and that will certainly spur his team on. Yeah, Kenzie still tracking and tracing Madden here. Is in a lot of trouble. Doesn't realize the danger that looms, and Kenzie will get that kill. Another opening frag coming through from him, as was the case in the pistol. But head back to the scene of the crime where Madden was taken down, and it's a really good call and a great read because there's no resistance. There's a player who's made his way down vent. He's been spotted out, and he's been fragged. So that'll certainly allow for them to make their way forward into this B-bomb site.
Another important kill from Dupree. This time I'm dinked down to 16 with that recovered Mac 10, and we're going to avoid all this. Restal, he's outside minding his own business right now, but we're actually going up secret through Mini into the A-bomb side. And the question is the time on the clock, as you say. 13 seconds for this plant. Norvi finds 1. Dupree's waiting for Restal to rush in though, and it's going to be an easy kill, and the bomb plant is safe. 3v2 despite the health. I think Falcons are going to recover this, but Lucky with the jumping Mac 10 will finally be put down, and now Decker with just the scout. Sure, 2 scout shots would get these 2 kills, but it's very unlikely now.
Yeah, you also wouldn't know that for a certainty. It does look like he's going to feel it out here. 1 versus 2. Deco, lightning quick with a sniper rifle in his hands. He's hunting, he is searching, but there's nothing on offer. And it's probably one of those situations where if he can't find a kill soon enough, he saves the gun, and unfortunately narrowly misses out on the opportunity. So another strong recovery coming through from Falcons in a round that wasn't looking great. And I love that pivot call there from Snappy as well. There wasn't much time on the clock, but everybody bought into the call that came through without any hesitation.
The only map which Falcons have looked competent on lately, and well, they have a great chance to perhaps get an opening. Decker with that scout again.
I reckon when Zonic was doing the veto or Snappy, probably a little bit surprised to see Mirage was being banned by Aurora, because they don't play Mirage, mate. They played it 4 times, lost it every single time, and it hasn't really been close either. So yeah, it was quite a speculative decision. They must know something we don't.
I mean, yeah, Falcons 0 from 5 on Anubis, 0 from 4 on Mirage. They don't play Inferno.
They play 2 maps, Nuke and Vertigo.
Yeah, that's the main terrifying factor for them. They need to expand that pool ASAP. And you'd expect, you know, to trust in these experienced players, to trust in the Snappy and Zonic partnership to rectify that. But in recent times, it hasn't really changed much. It's a good, important kill from Snappy, though, on toward Restal. This round was still a 4 versus 4. Kenzie has found that AK as well. He's got Kevlar to go with it.
Something to keep an eye on here in this first half is Magisk inside. He is certainly somebody who attempts a lot of their duels, and he hasn't actually had the success rate you would expect from him as of late. Attempts 24%, only a 30% success rate. So we're going to need to see more than that out of Magisk here on this occasion. We know how reliable he is as a player. Going back to the round though, Aurora have the read here, making their way down the vent and towards this B-bomb site. Again, there's not much time in the clock. That's why Snappy has to take decon control. And Deco out of nowhere. Beautiful headshot coming through from the scout. That puts Sunpius on notice, and Deco knows he's done his job. He knows his presence alone now is what's required of him while he waits for his teammates to come into the equation, and he's been able to locate Sunpius. Good pivot from him, but it's all on Dupree. Hasn't died yet. 8 kills. He's been fantastic on the map. Is the bomb planted for him? I don't think it is. That's why he has to try and make a move, and Aurora have just won the eco.
How on earth have they managed that? I thought that was no chance to recover that for Aurora once Kenzie went down, because then it was just the pistol and the scout left, right? The AK was lost in double doors.
And it looks like they're going to set themselves up for a massive burst in towards the state bomb site. One of the first big tests for Aurora. Can they lock it down on the defense? There's Magisk, as I was talking about. Opening kill comes through from him. Norway only just has a bit of room to work with, but but he'll get taken down, and the burst is perfect.
Deco's still here, though. There's one more. Needs to pivot. Oh, it was so close. But Dupree again. What on earth? Triple kill. Instant headshot with what? 3 bullets left on the Tech 9 toward Lackey's rotation through heaven.
It wasn't an out-and-out star player. Either way, Dupree is the star of the server right now. He has 11 kills in 4 rounds, Trav, and Deco doesn't spot the head. That's the AWP. The AWP is on the deck. One of the most important investments of the round. At least Kenzie can recover, though.
Yeah, Kenzie so often the outside player on Nuke, but usually does his best work with rifles. Trying to reposition to basically a similar area Deco was at. Nori will at least get one back, and they're going to choose to boost him up toward the rafters. Actually, it's Wrestle, sorry, being boosted up toward the rafters, and Nori staying top hut with the MP9. Gives Wrestle a little bit more time to rotate toward heaven, maybe help out outside if he thinks it's a risk, and could even come back toward A very quickly. He's actually just going to stick around toward that rafter position. He's going to do really well to get 2. Dupree and Snappy go down. There's Norvi activating, and some Pius is last alive with just the AK, but just is a strong word. He's a great rifler as he is AWPer, but he's not going to expect Lackey going all the way around the back, and Aurora.
Falcons going to force up here once again, not nearly as much utility as they had in that previous force buy, so they don't have that luxury of just, trying to go for a big burst in towards A. It's going to have to come down to the firepower on this occasion.
Oh, Lackey. Holding the line beautifully. Triple kill. And this was a full investment from Falcons. He's going to even make it a 4th. Lackey could be on for the ace here, and what was a full force buy for Falcons. Lackey, not necessarily known to be the main fragger on this team, but put him in the right positions, he can deliver.
Yeah, he was actually he's the IGL, or he was the IGL rather, for a long time for Aurora. They decided to change it up, and Norway stepped into that role.
When you mentioned
could have also been a language thing, right?
Yeah, so. True. When you mentioned the Jerry situation about him sort of bringing up those players, I'll get back to that in a moment, because look at Norway, they're taking complete lobby control of Aurora. They got ramp, Crew trophy as well, but Magis does really well to find one in response. HE, if that was just actually a proper deep HE, that absolutely would have taken Magis, but they've just got an insurance policy in Kenzie. There's nothing to worry about for Aurora in this round, even though it's only a 3v4, it feels totally in control for them. Falcons have deep control with Madden, and that is the main factor that could bring this round back in response, but now it's been spotted out.
He is absolutely the one way that they're going to get back into the round, but like you say, he's been seen, so going to be tough for him to make anything of this now that he doesn't have the elements of surprise on his side. Plenty time to work with, and a good opening kill in towards the say bomb slide coming through from Madden. That was a vital gunfight, but he doesn't expect a second on the rafters, and understandably so. And now it's on Snappy and Sun Pius.
Is one of the main things that can change your fortunes as a team. It's not all down to individual skill or synergy, it's down to personal feeling in the roster as well. They're going to try the plant, and that's a brilliant clear by Deco. Closes the door once again, leaves Snappy in a tough position. He's being baited by Deco. The up may go down, but Kenzie was always going to take the kill. More maneuverability. You've got so much money to buy another one anyway.
I think CT side Nuke is one of those maps that you can get away without having the AWP, and we know that Deco is a guy who's quite dynamic in general, but the AWP is now in place, so it might have been that.
Yeah.
But again, as I mentioned, these early rounds not working out, and Magisk, as I highlighted earlier, has had some trouble in those opening duels towards inside as of late, and we're seeing that play out here once again. He's 3 for 10. Everybody's on 3 kills, bar Dupree, who hasn't gotten a frag since the 3rd round, Trav.
Yeah, very good point. Kenzie, nice clear on Snappy. That is a right eye peak favoured angle. That one you do tend to see arm first in that position. Deco's even feeling confident enough to run around and go for wall and smoke bangs around that hut area. Adam trying to creep out in his 2v5. Timing's not great, but Deco from the AWP from top hut. You don't see that often, an AWP top hut. Hello?
If anybody, though, it will be Deco.
Of course. Of course.
He's so easy on the eye, man. Such a fun AWPer to watch. He trades out for the rifle as well, just gives him a bit more maneuverability. Lackey on the flank will be found out by Dupree, but it's a consolation kill. Certainly not going to affect the outcome of the round here. Bomb is in towards lobby. And this is a beautiful start to the map, and the tournaments at large for Aurora certainly will do a world of good for their confidence.
You mentioned it. It's very simple. Dupree has cooled off, and so have Falcons, full stop. 23 HP to find Deco and Kenzie. not going to happen when they're both holding the angle together. It's a comfortable crossfire. dupreeh tries his best, as he has been with this roster and in this game.
It's a good decision, though. AWP can be difficult against the fast-moving pistols, and Lackey, well, he's rotated down and towards the slower bomb site to pad up the defense alongside Deco.
Wow.
Snappy looking for the plants in the smoke, and Lackey's not going to be able to deny, so that's at least in itself a success now for Falcons, and, well, they've got upgraded pistols, they've got an AK, they don't have great post-plant positions, but there is a way to make this work. Lackey's just going to stick the defuse in the smoke, and Falcons haven't been able to do anything about it.
Close enough!
All 10 players still alive on the server. Can they find a 9th to cap off a very successful CT side so far? Looks like Snappy's going to try force the issue towards ramp, wanting to get ahead of the smoke, but you're not catching Lackey off guard.
No. Lackey's been very good toward ramp in the early stages of this game. Of course, that quad kill against that force buy a little while ago. Falcons struggling ever since. dupreeh kind of cooled off, it has to be said. I mean, dupreeh has been unbelievable, but Madden always lurked him through mini undetected, and Wrestle will get taken down.
Yeah, Madden has so much responsibility on this team, man. Stepping up into that star player role, especially on the CT side, he's going to be playing outside as well, so he'll have a lot of pressure on him. Can't kind of coast along as a role player anymore. He's got to step up to the plate and be the big dog on the server.
This time Magisk will be allowed the plant. I say that. Oh, only just. And the damage toward Magisk is pretty significant. What a shot toward Lackey, though. Hang on a moment. 3 versus 3 on this retake for Aurora. Of course, they can have everything they want. They've got a smoke, they've got kits, they've got an incendiary as well. Norvi has found that frag on Magisk in the end. It's down to dupreeh and Sunpius. dupreeh, he's in a very powerful position, and Sunpius has taken Norvi in the meantime. You see legs first usually when you hold that angle, but Kenzie has delayed his position, delayed his rotation, and there is plenty of time for this defuse. It's 9 on CT for Aurora at half. Yeah, preparing themselves in toward lobby and towards Squeaky, but dupreeh on pistol rounds. He aced the first half, and he's got to do some more as well. That's 7 kills in pistol rounds for dupreeh in this game. It's going to go back and forth, though. Wrestle and Lackey trying their best. Wrestle, catches Magisk. He just tries to jiggle the silo. And straight away, just like the pistol, actually, but the other way around, we're back into a 2v2.
Flip the scripture, man. Aurora giving Falcons some treatment that they received in that first half. Plenty time here as well to play with. Down into the 2v2, so much space to work with, and Falcons have just hedged their bets here. They've got Snappy on one bomb site, Madden on the other, and Madden's had his bell rung, so that's certainly going to make life a lot more difficult for him. Aurora will know that as well, might even motivate them to try and get in towards the, say, bomb site, and Madden's thinking, mate, I'm going to have to try something here. I'm going to have to make a move, and he does, but he moves into the crosshair of Wrestled. That is his 3rd kill coming through in the pistol, and it's only Snappy left remaining.
Thing is, I really like that from Madden. It may look silly to push in a 2v2, but you're low HP. Gamble on trying to take some information and catch them walking away. When you know you've obviously had so much damage has been done, then maybe it's a better choice. But talking about choices, Snappy is here. How does he play this one? They're not expecting him on the site. This is so awkward for Snappy. Now they finally realize it, but he gets the first tap. It's so close to the second. Lackey trying to run him down, but Snappy, what a lifeline that could be for Falcon.
He actually got a bit of a shadow advantage there as well, did Snappy, which helped him just prepare for that last gunfight. Actually, not something we see that often anymore. Deco and a deco. Let's see if they can do the damage. I'd love to find a couple kills here, phasing through the smoke. Snappy is just the pistol master. I was just trying to play into something you'd be more familiar with.
Indeed. Snappy with that Tech 9 will AD his way to a 2nd kill. And now it's just down to the 3 remaining Deagles to do something spicy, but Madden will deal with Norvi thanks to the help of that Sunpius flash outside.
Yeah, advantage of being on LAN as well. You can just look at your teammate's screen to see if you got the kill or not.
Enemy on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I do like the decision to go A here from Aurora because they know Madden's the outside player. They forced him back down secret. That means the mini player has to turn his back to try and help defend outside. So A bomb side could be slightly weakened right now. Match will get aggressive, but he's baited into the gunfight. Wrestled finds the frag. 2-man advantage now for Aurora as they look to try and get in towards the safe side, but they've got a few low HP individuals, and Lackey will fall to the nade. Sunpius in position, 13 seconds on the clock. How on earth do Aurora break down the defense with no time on the clock? The answer is they don't.
Result trying his best in a 1v3, but he's always going to get caught by some pious in the back. And now it gets interesting. First gun round goes the way of the Falcons on that bonus buy as well with the MP9.
True. Aurora building their way into the round here. Madden catches Kenzie on the jump up, but Kenzie will get the kill.
Oh, that's a really important win from Kenzie. So good on the outside of Nuke, whether it's T or CT. Some pious moved into a slightly more disadvantageous angle as well, and Norvi is taking down main man Dupree. There goes Snappy. 5v2, Aurora. Similarly, they've found a way. They know there's a vent player. Magisk is stuck in there. No point playing whack-a-mole for Magisk. Just fall away. Now some pious is removed. So yeah. Aurora are going to hit double digits.
They will breathe a sigh of relief as they get this round across the line. They're also going to keep most of their players alive, if not all 5. That'll get them up to double digits as well. And courtesy of all the hard work they were able to get done in that first half, it means that they take a big step forward in the direction of winning this map. 10-8 up they go. More than enough money for Falcons to invest in the next. But I don't think there'll be anything left in the bank afterwards, bar Sun Pius.
Oh, Snappy's under pressure, and smartly he'll fall away before taking a duel, but it's going to go back for one, actually. Oh, it's very wobbly for Snappy, but he manages to get the kill in the end. And it all is going Falcons' way after that. In the end, that wasn't a worry whatsoever. Deco manages to catch Snappy nicely, but he'd be 1v5 with 19 HP, not going to happen. Any spam through that smoke when he commits to it should be taken down here. He's going to go for it. He's going to try and go for it safely. In the end, Magisk doesn't want to give him any opportunity any further. Got to say, though, the damage to the economy from Deco could prove to be very important.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. I think Magisk plays that perfectly as well. He knows that there's no time left for the defuse to be faked and then planted afterwards, so he just rushes forward. Even if he dies there, Deco wouldn't have been able to plant the bomb. Nice attempt from Deco, able to isolate these duels. Maybe not great coordination between Dupree and Madden playing on opposite sides of the smoke. They're not able to support each other, but
could be pretty impactful. Wrestle. Forward next to that smoke, and look at Norvi. Hang on a moment. They've got all the way through. Kenzie's removed some pious. They see the Heaven player in Magisk, and Norvi just calmly taps him out of the round.
Yeah, looking so good, man, with those kills coming through. Aurora have gotten themselves into a fantastic position. Ressalt's been able to snake his way out of Squeaky Door as well, and Dupree is on the rafters, and, well, Result is going to be in a great position just to catch him off guard, and that's the kill that comes through. It's only Snappy left remaining, and the only thought on his mind right now is to try and save a gun. My goodness, what a response from Aurora, because they came into this round with no spare money in the bank. Had they lost this round, scoreline leveled up, they'd have to eco as well, and then things start to look very scary. So either way, this is a big decision coming through from Falcons. They've spent all their money, 3 MP9s and M4s as well. They've gotten an opening kill, but there's still work to be done. Utility will chip down the Aurora players as they look to continue to pressure this A bomb site. More damage inflicted, but it looks like Aurora have been able to get through the Squeaky Door. Madden has to now make a play through the smoke, but that's not going to work out for him. Aurora gain full control, set themselves up in a post plant, and Falcons have their work cut out for them in the retake.
That's a great catch from Kenzie. That could have easily spiraled. Amazed that Aurora went for a pure A rush there against a buy that could be so dangerous to do just that against. With the 2 MP9s on Falcons, of course, but it could still spiral. Hang on a moment. That's a frag that Deco should have taken. He'll go down to Snappy. It's down to Kenzie. First player on HP jumps in, and the second spray can't be converted. And Falcons will get away with it and once again keep this game at a 1-round match.
Oh man, they're just breathing a massive sigh of relief right now. It looked really good for Aurora as they got into that A-bomb site. There was some chip damage done and even looked like some team damage there from Lackey onto Kenzie, which...
Yeah, I'm so glad it's a close, entertaining matchup between these two. It's what exactly I wanted. Awesome Pius in a position which you can so often get cheeky kills from. They'll be removed by Kenzie again. He's been so insane in this game. Dupree and Magisk, they will try and answer back. Magisk, so reliable in these anchor positions. 3 kills. And Falcons are about to even up at 11 rounds apiece if Kenzie can't do the impossible.
I think he's just going to save his AK here, man. I mean, they've got nothing to work with in that next round. It would detach him from the team economically going forward, but... oh my goodness, this game is teetering. It's on the brink right now. They're looking to try and make a play in towards ramp. Snappy falls backwards by the util, but he'll stand his ground. St. Pius is rotated through, but he's also only good for one. A 3v3 round, very much alive for both of these teams.
Oh, look at Kenzie. He's trying to be cheeky. He's maybe got a good timing here onto the... oh, the CT vent player. That was the opportunity. If he was any higher HP than that, that was going to be his kill. And Deco is going to try and creep his way through the double door position. And I really like the spot he's in now.
That's the advantage he gets from opening the doors earlier on, as he's now given a way to get off the bomb site without giving any information away. So a decent post-plant position for him to play with. Madden's got a kit, but Dupree's on the deck. Madden sticking the defuse in the smoke here. Deco has to hit the shot. He will, but it's not in time. Falcons have got it, and that's going to get them up to match point.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Deco did everything right. He did absolutely everything right. It seems like the only thing I could criticize. Oh, damage done to Norvi already. He'll be found by Madden. And they know exactly where they've locked him in toward here, but do they have a position to try and remove him? Oh, Lucky only needs that one bullet to find that kill. He's managed to find his way through credit card. He could just take a heads-up duel now if he wants to. Wrestle's taken Magisk in the meantime. And it might be all down to Dupree once again. He's seen one cross, but he gets caught by Deco. And there's Wrestle once again. Aurora fighting for their lives. And it looks like we are going to be going to overtime. Snappy will hold the line, gets one back. They know where he is. One thing that I will mention is that maybe, I was going to say the off angle might not work, but it does. And Aurora battle their way through to extra rounds.
Yeah, it feels like they deserve overtime at the bare minimum after such a strong showing on their CT side. You know, it will certainly be in the back of their minds that they dropped a number of rounds that they should have won, but...
What a great regulation that was. Super, super enjoyable. But this beginning of overtime for Aurora is not going to be enjoyable. So much damage to the smoke done by Snappy. And the HE finishes it off.
Looking a bit like the old Nuke at the moment with the strength we're seeing from the CT sides at the moment. Both teams just having a really tough time of it on their T half, struggling to get those opening kills. It's only Result and Deco left remaining, and Result will duck dive his way down the fence, and he's actually finds himself in the back lines. Looks like some info has been relayed through to Sunpius, so yeah, he'll be able to shift his focus in that direction, and that's going to net him the kill. Deco left alone, and not a single dot of damage done until he lands that bullet on Madden.
Yeah, Deco's got a 2 KD in this game, and I'll be cancelled by Dupree, but in the first half of overtime, they'll be thinking to themselves, why didn't we just do that the round before? Oh, hello. Aggression. Hang on a moment. We're right in with this one for Falcons, and Norway doesn't realize they could be so far forward. Just drops down from the T roof there. The battle back from Aurora wasn't bad, but Dupree's doing it again. He wins so many of these duels, but it's down to Wrestle. 2 headshots. And he knows where Sunpius is. Is he going to try and jump across the angle? Oh, it's so tight. Now he realizes it. Oh, his crosshair placement was almost spot on. But Sunpius saves the Falcons' blushes.
You can see the frustration there from Result as well. He knows, I should have just waited for the smoke to bloom. I had the correct read. I knew he was outside. He gives Sunpius the peek he so desperately deserves. Because think about how the cogs are turning in Sunpius' mind there. If that smoke blooms and he doesn't get the kill on the cross, either way, let's see if Aurora can get themselves around on the board here in this first half of OTT side. Beautiful headshot from Kenzie, somewhat cancelled up by Sunpius. And I mean, I must say, how good has Snappy been towards ramp in this half here? I mean, Aurora have jostled with him a number of times, and they haven't really been able to get much done. But yeah, a bit of a caster's curse there, as he will falter on this occasion. That earns the man advantage from Aurora, but Sunpius looks to try and get it back, and he's in a good position. It's going to be a clip through the wall there onto Deco, who will still have some life left in him. Bit of an off angle to work with here as well. Low HP player up to the plate. First baits out the shots, and Norway steps in to get the kill. That is a strong frag coming through. A really important kill. Creates so much space here for Aurora as well. There's nobody towards that lower half of the map right now, so Aurora will have free reign of this B bomb site, but it's not an impossible retake. Most players tagged up on the server. Certainly the Aurora players more so than Falcons. There's a little bit of util here as well. That underarm nade. Oh, Dupree, not like this. He ends up offing himself and leaves Sunpius in the 1 versus 2. Deco and Norby are low, and Sunpius has been able to snake his way through the control room window, but there's nothing on offer. Spotted out, he'll go down, and Aurora get that important round on the T side.
Mate.
Just looking to fight for OT2. They've been able to force overtime once already, but they don't want to find themselves in that position again. Oh, Kenzie looking for a bit of a gap as that smoke starts to fade. Players might become exposed, but Falcons know their timings. Using that full length of the smoke to get 4 players across completely undetected. Lackey's going to be the man to try and head in that direction and set up a bit of a defense, but little does he know, the entirety of the Falcons players left alive are heading in that direction.
Try the boost to take up the headshot angle on the stairs, but Dupree will make some noise dropping off of that. Aurora, man up. It might have to be a lot of Lackey, though. Single door will be burst open. Bomb will be dropped over. It needs to win the duel straight away, and it's 2. It could even be more as well. Sunpius finally puts an end to it, but Dupree should be found by Norvi. He was the insurance policy, and Sunpius, he's more stuck than the stuck thing. We'll finally find the ramp player, but he knows that that dark player does not need to ping. Double swing from the single door, and we're back even once again. Oh, Kenzie tagged down by Sunpius, but in the end, Kenzie actually finishes that kill off. Dupree another entry, but Norvi has the favoured angle, and he flicks round to take one more, and Magis goes down 2. Wrestle finds Madden. Big cheers for Aurora. Now they have a match point.
Norvi and Wrestle playing so well off of one another there on that A-bomb site. Needed to just hold himself a little bit better, bit more discipline. Either way, Aurora have an opportunity to finish off the map, but Sunpius has another plan in mind. He wants to continue to prolong this map. And of course, there's no way that the CTs would know of Madden's position, but Lackey's tracking them as well. There's so many moving parts to this round right now. Who can maintain their composure is the question. Snappy gets a great opening kill. Lackey activates as well. Now they double back to deal with him, but Lackey's dropped the bomb carrier. It's all over. Aurora out of nowhere rob Falcons and get the map in their favor.
Oh, as soon as I saw that Lackey flank all the way through Secret, bypassing the vent player, they had no information on Lackey being there so quickly.